everybody. I am in South Lake Tahoe on my way to one of my favorite spots, Tallac Point. All right, if you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I never really talk much in them. It was mostly just videos of me walking through trails. My name's Daniel, nature photographer, mostly landscape, based in El Dorado County in California. About an hour and a half outside of South Lake Tahoe. Mostly shoot with the OM system. I have the OM1 Mark II, 12 to 45 f4. And then I also have the 75 to 300, dabbling with that one with some wildlife. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Kind of give you a view of what I'm looking at here. And we're almost at Tallac Point, so we'll see you when we get there. I think I found my first composition here. It's basically going to be the mountain with the reflection. All right, so this is kind of the composition I'm looking at right here. So you have the mountain up here, the reflection down here. All right, so I'm looking at my second exposure here. Basically, I just turned around. The mountain's over there, the one that I just took a picture of. This one, I'm looking at over here. There's a whole bunch of mist and fog coming off. So I'm going to do a vertical shot on the tripod. Basically try to see if I can get some of this fog. There's also like a dead log over here that I'm getting in part of the bottom right corner of the frame here. All right, here's the image. All right, so while I was taking that last image, I found another image. There's a tree kind of out in the field over here. It's a little, looks like it might be dead, I'm not sure. All right, let's see how it turns out. And just for reference, here is what I was looking at for those images. And if I zoom in here, that is the dead tree that I was talking about. All right, so now this is Lake Tahoe out in front of me here. But if you can't tell, there's a buoy way out there. All right, let's see how 4 seconds looks. Oh yeah. All right, so for this image, it's kind of the same as the one that I took of the buoy, but I backed up a little bit on the shoreline. I'm gonna get this dead log in the foreground on the bottom third. Let's see how that looks. All right, I like that. Here's the image. All right, so I'm looking at another image now. The mountain that I originally took is over here. Lake Tahoe is just to my right. And the foggy tree picture that I took is just behind me. So I walked down the beach maybe 50 feet or so. But basically, I'm going to use this fence line as kind of a leading line into the mountains, into the lake in the background. Now we'll see how it looks. Let me know what you think. All right, so I moved up a little bit closer. Same, I was just standing back there about 10 feet or so. Moved up a little bit closer. So what'll happen is the fence will be kind of in the bottom left corner of the image. There'll be the lake here, some reflections with the mountain in the background. Here, let me just show you what I'm looking at. So here's the camera. If you look, so this will kind of be the composition I'm looking at here. So you have the reflections here, mountains in the background. You'll have the fence here in the bottom left corner of the image. All right, so now I've kind of showed you what it looks like. Let me know what you think. As I was walking, I think I found another image that I'm going to try. It's kind of a different angle from the fence picture I took, which was over here. little bit ago. Basically, there's 3 trees, the mountain in the background with a little bit of snow that's left on there. All right, so this is what I'm looking at here, basically. Kind of get these 3 trees here, mountain be kind of off in the distance over here. All right, I like it. Let me know what you think. All right, so this is the image here. You're gonna have the tree kind of on the left-hand side of the image, mountain with the reflection in the water. Let's see how this comes out here. I do like that. Water's still not quite as smooth, but with how bright it is, I don't think I'm gonna get much longer of an exposure. All right, so I'm at the end of the peninsula here. You can see there's the sand kind of dead ends into the lake here. I got my tripod set up, kind of looking at this. I have it zoomed in a little bit so you won't see this sandy area here. It'll just be basically this area here, the mountains with the reflection here. Basically just trying different compositions to get this mountain, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so that's pretty much Tallac Point here in South Lake Tahoe. Like I said, it's one of my favorite locations to come to. Sun's getting a lot higher in the sky now, as you can tell probably from the shadow on my face here from my hat. I'm gonna kind of walk back to my car. Might take a few more images. Like I said, the trail's about half a mile from here to the parking lot. There's a lot of good stuff on the way. If I see anything, I'll bring you along with me. See what we can find. All right, so I stopped at one spot here on the way back, about halfway down the trail. There's some nice gravel rocks here. Water's clear here in Tahoe, so you can obviously see through them. And then off in the distance, there's another buoy, kind of like the one I took a photo of earlier. It's a little closer, so you can actually see it better in the image. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. This is the buoy here that I have, and the rocks here in the foreground. Zoomed in a little bit. I'm gonna let this kayaker get through the image first before I take it. But basically, this will be kind of the image I'm looking at. All right, so the water's calmed down a little bit. Like I said, a boat went by, water got a little choppy, so I kind of gave it a few minutes to settle down. And I think I'm actually gonna do this image in black and white. There's not a whole lot of color here anyway, other than a lot of blue. And I'm thinking with the smooth water, it might actually look good as a black and white image. So we'll see. I'll show you which one I decide to do. It'll most likely be black and white. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna do a black and white image. All right, so I'm stopping one more time. There's a log, this log right here, that feeds out into Tahoe. It's kind of got a frame around it with some different plants and trees and such. So basically the log is going to be in the center focus point, and then the tree is kind of like a natural, almost frame, if you will. All right, here's the image. All right, everybody, that's the end of the video. That was Tallac Point out here in South Lake Tahoe. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the photos. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. If you'd like to see more of the photos, check out my Instagram, MountainLife.photos. All my favorite photos from all my videos are going to be posted there. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try and post more of these videos as much as I can. I'm going to head on home. Hope you enjoyed the video and the photos, and I'll see you in the next video.